my heart and soul to the side.
The Pats and the Giants have been prepping like crazy for this Sunday's big game, and so are advertisers, shelling out millions of dollars for 30 seconds of ad space during the Super Bowl has become old hat, but is it really much ado about nothing? Let's ask the marketing doctor, John Tantillo from the Marketing Department of America. Welcome to Happy Hour, sir.
Well, thank you, Rebecca and Cody. It's wonderful to be here at the Bull and Bear, because you know what I call Super Bowl advertising? Super Bowl advertising. So I think it's simply so appropriate for us to be here.
I'm a little bit of a Super Bowl in the near term on the market anyway. I like that hat. I'll pull my horns out.
So the marketing doctor, why don't you think it's worth what they're going for $2.7 million this year for a 30-second ad during the big game? Why do you think that's not worth it for a company?
Because it simply doesn't work. Do you remember the Apple 1984 ad?
Yes.
Everyone was screaming about it. It was the most memorable ad. Did you know, Cody, and did you know, Rebecca, that it sold very few computers? As a matter of fact, it lost the market share to the PCs that year. And if that isn't an excuse for why you shouldn't advertise on the Super Bowl, I don't know what.
Dr. John, wait, I got it. But at the same time, the 1984 Super Bowl ad, it is what, 2008, 24 years later, and guess what? We're still talking about Apple. Meanwhile, the stock's gone from 7 to 200 in the last 5 years. You know what? They have built so much brand and market share, and they're still riding the coattails of that hammer.
But we're talking about what happened in '85. I don't care what happened in 2007 or 2008.
Let me give you
marketing's about the brand.
Let me give you two examples. GoDaddy.com saw immediate results from them advertising during the Super Bowl, and also Nationwide Financial, when they had Kevin Federline in the restaurant, you know, serving up the French fries and so forth, they got, I think it was 800,000 more hits to their Nationwide.com website.
And can I respond to that? Those are two examples where it worked. And I can give you hundreds. It worked, maybe. That's what they're telling you. And I would say it's hype, and more hype. And then did you know, for the amount that you're spending on a Super Bowl ad, you can get 600 spots in New York City and 800 spots in LA for a 30-second ad.
But then it's overexposure. But then it's overexposure when you see these ads too much.
Wait a minute. Whoa, time out.
I also am going to say, how many eyeballs
there is never, ever overexposure in advertising. More is more in advertising. This is not sophistication.
I'm agreeing with you.
You've got to get that brand name out there and get a response.
How many eyeballs are you going to see? Are people you're going to get in front of when you're doing that?
It's not about eyeballs.
Well, then why are you sitting here saying we need to do 800 billboards?
What you want to do is you want to reach the people that you want to reach. If that's the 18 to 49, if you want to reach 18 to 49s, if you were to advertise on every other network, other than Fox, I'm sorry to say, you would get more of your 18 to 49.
Okay, marketing doctor, he has another concept.
But I want to interject one thing here. The point I'm trying to make, though, is isn't the idea for the Super Bowl ad not to just try and get something in the next 3 to 6 months? I'm actually going back to this whole Apple thing. You're trying to build a brand. It's part of a bigger strategy. It's just one little drop in the bucket for these types of budgets.
Okay. The whole idea, the foundation of advertising is frequency, frequency, frequency. If you do one Super Bowl ad, that doesn't a sale make. You got to do a much more intelligent approach would be to advertise on the NCAA or the World Series over a few times where you see that ad over and over again. Not one, I hope and pray that it works. Good luck. If you want to recommend that to your clients,
I'm recommending it.
By the way,
I'm on record recommending it.
I feel like we should be in a Humphrey Bogart movie.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
You do look stylish,
man. I come from the 30s. My ideas are that of the 90s.
Dr. Tantillo, thank you very much.
The problem is it's 2008.
Oh, that's right.
On tap next, you'd be surprised.